ンキーか。
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Aaron Judge. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation.
So just about set, and today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
The second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
And here comes. Close would call the ball. And this one is off and running.
Game of the week なんかその特殊なあれがあるのか。
Next offering down in the dirt.
Game of the week 何それ。
That one missed. Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. In the air out towards right center. Judge really on his horse for this one.
Wow.
High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now Michael A. Taylor. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
完全なボール球。
Swing and a miss. Polanco at second with nobody out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. And now 2-2. Foul ball, he stays alive.
見事しとるな。
At the belt and fires. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And that's ball 4.
よっしゃ。
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walked out a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That misses the zone. 1-0. No outs, runners at first and second. Swung on, belted. Cabrera going back on this one. Racing back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags up for third. He's in there. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
The pitch. Got him swinging for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. And there's the strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Swing and a miss as he was late. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back at Yankee Stadium. And on the hill in this one, Bailey Over. What do we have on him?
Oh, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, if he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws on the money. Nice play. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Just a lot of inconsistent at-bats from him lately, and that's led to only 5 hits in his last 10 games. You know he's feeling it. Those hitless nights, man, they can be hard to sleep. But I've heard he is putting in extra time in the cage, trying to right the ship. So I'm interested to see how he looks at the plate in this one.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. In the air, left field. Gallo in position. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Aaron Judge. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. Well, here's Aaron Judge, a former Rookie of the Year, an MVP in 2022, and of course, Singy, the cover man for MLB The Show in 2018. Judge rips that one. Oh, just shy of the wall. So the Yanks go in order. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
Jose Miranda.
The line to kick the pitch. That one misses. Ball 1.
he's begging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
That's one of those swing now before the pitchers even let go of the baseball.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Payoff pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Cabrera makes the grab, one down. Here's Byron Buxton. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. And first offering is fouled off. Rodon, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Royce Lewis in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday. Back in the lineup for this one. Turned on, and that's foul down the third baseline.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Second inning here, no score. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Not even close there. 2-2. Check swing, trying to hold up, now an appeal to first. And yes, he offered at it.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got a changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Joey Gallo steps to the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. And now the lefty. Strike two.
Well, it looks like he just got out of himself a little bit right there. He's looking for a ball in, and to attack that pitch looked like a half-hearted swing.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. One left for Minnesota. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now here's the veteran DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton, who won the National League MVP in 2017 and then was traded immediately to the New York Yankees.
Yeah, the last two players to win the MVP and then be traded were both traded to the New York Yankees. Alex Rodriguez, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ober back to work. And there's a ball. Chris, remember, Giancarlo Stanton won the 2016 Home Run Derby at Petco Park.
Yeah, he made that place look like a wiffle ball field.
Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that's in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. The wind of the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The wind of the pitch. In the air, right field.
これは無理やな。
Can't get there, base hit. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat.
さすがに逆は届かない。
Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And now the count is even. Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Book, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in two-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at-bat.
Next offering upstairs. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Righty to the plate. There's a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. Next offering is downstairs. And a pitch. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That one's in there, 0-1.
カブレラか。
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. And a pitch. And now 2-1. That's down again.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
ループエイトか。
3-2 now. Out to short,
よい
Correa.
しょ。間に合わんか。
To
無理
first,
や。
and he beats it. Everyone's
これ
safe.
は遠い。
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Josh Donaldson's turn to hit. And now
ちょいと
time is
話
called
し合
as
いを。
there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen. So a little consultation. Early in his career with Oakland, with Donaldson struggling, he watched a lot of video on Miguel Cabrera and Jose Bautista. A's people didn't like it. They said, be yourself. He said, well, I stink, and I need to figure out why they're good.
Yeah, I love that, and you got to figure it out no matter what it takes.
Well, he became good. First pitch, and he just misses.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Line drive. Goes to second. Safe there.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
And now Bader up to the plate.
Oh, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
In the air, left field, and Bader is set down. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Yanks strand a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back for more from the Bronx. Now here is Jorge Polanco.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Polanco, a former All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next offering is fouled back.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
On the outside corner, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So up next for Minnesota, Michael A. Taylor. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
The 0-1. And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 2. Outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air, right field, pretty well stuck back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he's got a double.
Don't fall behind in the count. You've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Ryan Jeffers, the next
ヤンキー対竜巻です。
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
竜巻ズ。カルロス・ロドンですね、先発は。なかなかでも点が入りそうで入らんですね。
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And he deals. And that is in for a strike. The count is even 2-2.
おーっといったー。これは抜けると思います。おーしゃ抜けた抜けた。レフト取れず。
These are the best kind of automatic doubles for an offense. Everyone scores on the play, and they still have a runner in scoring position. And they pitched to him with the base open at first, maybe regretting that a bit, but there's nothing they can do about it now.
Here's Carlos Correa. Ball one, no strikes.
なんかこの試合からあれみたい。ゲームオブザウィークに入ったみたいです。どういうあれなのかよく知らないけど。
That one is upstairs. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know these 2-0 counts, Boo. They're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Fires over to first. That takes care of Correa.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
ジャイアンツ14勝、ホワイト13勝。ああ、ほんまですな。30歳ですな。なかなかの大物じゃないですか。あーっといったー。ロドン攻略中。
Just the careless job of getting it in from the outfield there.
Comes through with the RBI. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Man at second with one away. And here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda. Swinging a foul straight back. 2013 in the playoffs. Caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
The sacrifice to bracelet was my wrist and my hand.
このでもロドンさんって靴下えらい上げてはりますね。
Here's a speed threat, Byron Buxton.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Gotcha.
Here's your one. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, we can see him muscle up a little bit. He's trying to hit the ball a mile. Got to make sure that he stays within himself so that those mechanics can allow him to hit the ball the wrong way.
That one misses. It's a ball and two strikes. Action in the pen down there. Domingo Germán up and loosening in the pen. Schmidt, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. 2 outs.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
サークルチェンジが結構タイミングがずれますね。ああ。
3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Twins 3 and the Yankees nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Jose Trevino.
The catcher.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
トレビーニョさんですか。
Strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to
こ
have
れで
to
も
battle.
ま
Hope
あ
he
ヤ
gets
ン
to
キ
stay.
ース打線レジェンドになってんすよね。
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
今んとこでもまあゼロで抑えてますけど。
That one lifted to left. Gallo in position.
ギャロさん、ギャロさん。
Drops into the glove. And there's one away. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
この人の名前めっちゃ長いですね。イザイア・カイナー・ファレファさん。
Kiner-Falefa, 28 years old, and he won a Gold Glove in the shortened 2020 season. That one's in there. Strike one.
うん。ああ。おわっと。
Line
強
drive,
烈
and
な
that's
打
base
球。
hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than
Now
that.
back.
That's about as
Falefa.
textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next for New York, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 with a
ラメヒュー
flyout.
さ
Bounce to the
ん。
right
あ
side.
ー、抜
And
けてい
it's
く。
through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one
う
gone.
ん。ああ、
That ups
結
his hitting streak
構
to
いろいろ
lucky
言って
number
ますよね。
13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for
いやー、
almost
ロー
2
ド
weeks
2が
straight,
勝ですか。
that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge.
さあ、ここで筋肉兄弟のジャッジさん。
Swing, and this one's
あー、
bounced
ち
to the ground.
ゃ
The underhand flip
Ah,
over to
come on.
Correa for one. Over to
今の
first
危
and
ない。
safe. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's
ー、
choice.
ギリギリでしたね、今。うん。
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Doubled his first time up. Stanton, a guy capable of hitting it a long way.
You
さ
can
あ、
tell
4
how
番の
comfortable
スタン
he
トン
is. Look
さ
at
ん。
that front foot on the line as he is close to
ド
the
カン
plate.
と一発
But he can be very quick
入
to
る
a
可
pitch
能
that is
性も
down
あ
and
りま
in.
すからね。
The 0-1.
お
And
ー、
a foul ball. He's a guy that's changed his stance over time. It's been a little more open,
Oh.
straight up, and now more closed.
One thing hitters will do, it's not so much about the stance, but it's what it does to the
Ah,
brain in terms of
so.
resetting and how they approach the pitcher.
Corners are occupied with two down.
真面目にやってました。うん。うん。おー、押してもた。センター前や。
And now the runner will score from third on a wild throw.
Puts a run on the
Center
board
my
and picks up
timing.
an RBI. So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
Labor Torres up to
うん。
him. He's
マ
0
ッ
for
チ復旧してました。ああ、まあ夜中おかしなりましたからね。
First pitch just misses. Judge, the lead runner at second. Stanton on at first with two down.
さあ、あーっと。
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it
そうで
right
す
there.
か。
Righty delivers.
お
Swings
っ
through
と。
that.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. You clearly wasn't timed out on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Next one misses. And that's ball three.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1.
よっ
In
し
the
ゃ。
air, right field. Taylor drifts
詰まっ
towards
た、
it.
詰まった。
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
なんとか1点。
The RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. 3 innings in the book on MLB The Show's Game of the Week.
ゲームオブザウィーク。えらいなんか、テロップも出てますね。右下のとこにもなんか、ゲームオブザウィークって書いてるんですけどね。 えらい宣伝してます
Rodon
けど、
back to work. And that's
出
outside.
雲大社に行ってお祓いを
And it's 1-1.
That's a really big swing right
リ
there.
プレイでもなんかやたらゲームオブザウィークって書い
can
てま
turn
す
into
ね。
extra bases by stealing a base or two.
Good eye in that spot. Hit on the ground to the right side. He handles it himself. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, the left fielder, Joey Gallo.
Here's Joey Gallo.
Gallo
Light out
さんで
his
すな。
first time.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really
9番
strong.
っていうのがなんかね、なかなか打率が上がらんくてね。
Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Jorge Polanco.
ポランコさん今
This is
日
important.
えら
If
い
he
当
can
た
go
って
1,
ます
2,
ね。
3 here will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That one fouled off.
松井さんと同じ背番号ですね。55番。おっと
Fastball almost got him there.
カルロス・ロドン。
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Hurt yourself swinging at that and missing.
Here's the swing and a drive left field,
Ah,
and he knew it.
いただきました。3打席
Jorge
連
Polanco
続で
goes
した。
deep. His second of the year,
第
and they
2号
add a
ホームラン。
run. It's 4-1. Siggy, that's a
今日
special
猛
one.
打
His
賞です。
100th career home run.
Man, 100 career homers. Pretty impressive. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he
こ
made
れ
it
はま
pay.
たよう飛びましたよ。
Base is empty with 2 away. Michael A. Taylor, the next
テイ
twin
ラー
up
さ
to
んも
hit.
今日当たってんすよね。
And fouled off.
問題なしですな。
And the lefty with the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Next one is off the plate. And the count 1 and 2.
よっしゃ。
Hit hard, base hit. And that
耐
keeps
え
the
よう
inning
としま
alive.
すね。
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Ryan Jeffers.
もうでもピッチャー変えてええと思うけどね。
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and
まだ
that's
粘
strike
る。
2.
Another
カルロス・
0-2
ロ
count
ドン。
right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go.
あーっと当たらん。
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the third out.
退場。
Minnesota solo shot extends the lead. It's now a
退場一発
4-1
刑
ball
務所。
game. Back after this on the show.
バチコーンと。
Back now in the Bronx.
Leading off
And
for
now
the Yankees,
Oswaldo
the
Cabrera.
left fielder, Oswaldo.
Singing 4
Cabrera.
homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one
雷
game.
がえらい
And
ゴ
before
ロ
that
ゴロ
game
言っ
in the
てます。
clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
That one just misses. And that's ball 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Cuts and misses. It's a
サー
strikeout.
クルチェンジ。
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole
2個目
field.
の
He's
三
out
振。
front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Josh Donaldson.
ドナルドソンさ
So
ん。
did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
In there, and it's 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The pitch.
あ
Got
あ、ま
him
た増え
swinging.
た。これまた三振。
Now batting.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder
あんなボ
Harrison
ール球
Bader.
を。
Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that
結
time.
構なんか見
He
て
finds
る
himself in a
と
tough
振り
situation
遅れてま
early.
すね。
Just got to try to
そんな
simplify
早
and
な
take
い
a
ん
knock
です
the
よ
other
ね。
way if you can.
変化球のキレがええから意外と
Here's the 0-2.
振り遅れてますね。
Swings and
おっ
misses.
と、これまた
Struck
三
him
振。
out.
三者連続三振。
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikes.
あら、
Back,
カット
and
され
there's a
た。
new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Domingo Herman. He's pitching on 2 days
あ
rest.
あ、変わりましたな。
Come and go.
ドミンゴ・ヘルマン。
Now Correa up to hit.
Leading off for Minnesota.
Sing, you talked about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The wind of the pitch.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
ああ、ドジャース買ってはりますな。
Next pitch misses. And now 3-1.
いやー、メッツが勝って、アスレがまた負けてる。
And
ああ、
that
知ら
one
んけど。
finds its way through. So a runner
今
aboard
の
to
なんか
start
取ら
the
れ
inning.
そうでしたね。打球の方がまだ速
Adams
かっ
his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The
こ
Bakers
れ
doesn't
で
move, and it
13
doesn't
試合
seem
連
like
続
a
ヒッ
huge
ト。
number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
So a man aboard, Kyle Farmer now at the plate, 1 for 2. Swings through that one, 0-1.
Clearly all in on the fastball right there, but it was a changeup. Bottom just fell out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
And the righty deals.
いやー、インコースギリギリ。
Battling here as he fouls it away.
構え方がちょっと鈴木貴則さんに似てるっていう。
The 0-2. Just
Oh.
missed.
It's a good take.
Next one off the plate inside. Now 2-2. Correa on at first. Nobody out.
いやいやいやいや、あれボールですわ。ようストライク言うたな。あれはボールですよ、これ。これストライクで。いやいやいやいやいや。入ってないでしょ、あれ。あんなインコースの高めを。
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Right-handed reliever. That's inside.
No strike.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
3-0.
Line drive, base hit. And that rolls into the corner. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. In there safely.
ギリギリセーフ。
The center fielder.
So up next, Byron Buxton. First offering and it just
こ
misses.
れボールやからさっきの間違いなくボールなんですよね。てか今の入ってるんですな。
Two on, one out. That misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too
縦
high.
落ちカーブ。
The pitch. One fouled off, 2-2. Good eye right there.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
There's a swing
あ
and
ー、
a
つい
try.
た。これは抜けるやろ。
Dives,
おっ
but
しゃおっ
it
しゃおっしゃ。
falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And now the runner will score from third on the wild throw.
Back-to-back base hits. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Royce Lewis. First offering misses the mark.
いい感じで追加点取ってますな。
Fought off foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's outside. And a count 2-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Next offering is fouled back. Second and third here, one away. That missed inside, and the count's full. And there's ball 4.
Yo.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right
あ
now.
ー、
Just
満
couldn't
塁
find the
でギ
strike
ャロ
zone.
さんですね。
One out, bases loaded. Joey Gallo digs in now. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No doubt swinging for a 4-run homer right there.
And a pitch. And a foul ball.
このでもサークル タイミングが合わせにくいっすな。
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
あー、
Waits at the bender for the strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you
分
swing
かって
through and
て
you
も
feel
タイ
like
ミン
you
グ
should
が合
have
わん。
done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like
さ
that,
あ、
if the
今
spin is
日あ
tight
たり
enough,
の
it can actually tie you
ポ
up.
ランコさん、スイッチヒッターなんですね。
On the ground
あー、じゃ
to second, there's Connor Falefa, and that is that. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Twins 5 and the Yankees 1. And welcome back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Jose Trevino.
Fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a
あ、え
full
らい
partial
バット
season
で
ticket plan?
遊んでますな。
And here it comes. And takes low for ball 1. Jose Trevino singing a Gold Glover and a guy that really does a great job presenting the ball.
Yeah, breakout year in 2022 led all catchers with 21 defensive runs saved.
Now 3.
いやいやいやいや、今のも
The
入っとる
Yankees
や
have
ろ。
been looking for some stability behind the
こ
plate
の
for a
審判や
while,
ばいな。
and Trevino stepped up in a big way, pretty unexpected as well.
And the right-handers 3-1.
あー、間に合うんか。
Back some more.
間に合う
And
ん
he
や。
brings it into the warning track.
Man, he hammered
走り
down
ま
the
くっ
sit.
て
I
間
thought he was
に合っ
out of
た。
here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Next to hit, Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Check swing. No appeal.
こ
And
の
that's
回
ball
ま
1.
ではなんとか投げてもらわんと。
Looked like it was
い
a little
や
bit
ー、え
up.
えとこ投げてるけど。
The wind of the pitch.
いやいやいや、これ入ってるやろって入ってないんか。
And that's in for a strike.
ストレート多いな。
And there's a foul ball.
またストレー
One down, base is empty.
ト。
That
あ
was absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Fires the second too late. And he's got a double.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. The manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
さすがにストレート続けすぎですね。
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
That one's in there, 0-1.
ほんまにストレートばっかりやな。
Next offering is outside.
またストレート。あーちゃ。
Swing and a base hit. Gallo to third, not in time. He's safe. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a
気合
beach
入
ball.
ってないな。なんかこのキャッチャーさっきからストレートばっかり要求するんですけ
Chris
ど、
Judge has been an exit velocity monster, leading the
変
league in
化
exit
球
velo.
全然投げになりましたよ。
17, 18, 19,
あ、やっ
21,
と変
and
化球来た。
2022.
Yeah, he
やっ
makes
た
that
らス
hot
トレート
corner
ば
at
っかり
third
投げてま
base.
したね。
And that one fouled off. There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Good job to fight that one off.
一瞬バグってんか思ったっすけど。
The pitch. And now 1 and 2. Got it by him for the pay.
Well, that slider down and away.
あ
It's
の
just
場
kind
所
of a
投げら
snub
れたら
down.
ほ
Two
んまに
strikes, you're
当
looking
てる
to
の大
protect,
変ですからね。
and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
High in the air,
耐え
out
た
to
耐え
right.
た。
Taylor gets under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 5 and the Yankees 1.
さすがやっぱゲームオブザウィークだけあって表示
Back
が
at
気合
Yankee
入ってま
Stadium,
す。
all set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Twins, Michael A. Taylor. The wind to kick the pitch. Taylor measures 6 feet 4 inches, 32 years old, and he took home a Gold Glove in 2021. Next off is down low. And downstairs.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls
yo,
away. I think he's
chimasna.
going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
There's a swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
The 2-2. And that's down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Cabrera under it.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the
you
middle.
action
That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late.
えらい飛びついてやってましたが。
Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Jeffers, the next to hit, takes
微
ball
妙
1.
に外れてる。
Nobody out, runner at first. Pitch misses there, 2-1. And that drops in for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Next offering misses, and it's a full count. And he walked him.
なんとか止まった。
And you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, boo.
And here comes Carlos Correa.
思わずスイング取られそうになりました。
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there.
伸びるか入ってまう。そのまま入る。第7号。
Carlos Correa will circle the bags. His 7th home run of the season. And they tack on 3. It's 8-1.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Comes on now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Digging in, Kyle Farmer. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Schmidt goes 6 foot long. He features a slider, a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup.
これで多分またピッチャーの難易度上がるでしょうね。
And a pitch. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
初めがなんかちょっと見てなかったんですけど、多分オールスターか次のやつかなってたと思うんですけど。
Cabrera settles underneath it, and there's one down.
The batter, the first baseman,
Jose Miranda, the next twin up to hit. 1 for 3. Check swing, went around, 0-1. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one's in there. It's 1 and 2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
the center fielder, number 25.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Byron Buxton. In there for strike 1. Not the best swing that time for the first round pick.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Just missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Another 1-2. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
2-2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a pitch. That one just misses.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in the Bronx. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
Dennis Santana taking over on the mound. This guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Twins, number 47, Dennis Santana.
もう一人やっときますか。
And he deals. And there's the strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
The 0-2. Slider misses outside. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera.
The left fielder, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Sliced hard but foul. Righty to the plate. Now 1-1. Bounce to the right. Polanco tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting,
Josh Donaldson stepping in now for the Yankees. Donaldson's put together a really good resume. 2015 AL MVP, multiple All-Star appearances, multiple Silver Sluggers, and a very good defender. And the right-hander deals.
No,
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Jeffers pulls that one down, and that's the inning. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
Hmm. 12安打か。
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, down the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
さあ、後半戦入りましたな。
Schmidt back to work. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1. On the ground at first. Oh, great grab on the dive. In time. Got it.
Aggressive move to his right there. Knock that ball down. You got to hope that the pitcher's going to be there in case you can't get to the bag yourself. But a good job to start that play.
Now it's Joey Gallo.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball 1, no strikes.
ギャロさん打ってないですね、今日。
So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. Looking to start something with one gone.
Number 9, Trevor Larnach.
Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Bounced up the middle. And 2 away to start the 7th. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He's already homered here in this one.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Twins retired in short order, and it remains an 8-1 game. Staying in the game on defense, Trevor Larnach. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter.
Number 9,
Harrison Bader stepping in now for the Yankees.
Leading off for the Yankees, The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
The pitch. Foul ball there.
ベイダー、ベイダー。
The pitch. Check swing. Went around. And it's 0-2. Now one miss.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That's the ball.
Next offering is down low. And the count's even at 2. Kicks and deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. And another ball.
もう一つ捉えてない感じですな。芯が外れてる。
3-2. Payoff pitch. A swing and a soft liner.
Oh.
Calls it in. One away.
The catcher, number 39, Jose Trevino.
And up next for New York, Jose Trevino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
This to third. Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. And delivers outside. 2-0.
うわー、低めいっぱい。あー、シーズ半端ない。取れん。あー、あと何してん。
It's a double. Third hit of the night.
だいぶ手前やったですな。
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, so you're going to have the entire way to get down.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. First pitch, not close.
見た感じなんかかなり近かったんですけど、飛びついたら全然手前やったんですね。
Runner at second, 2 down. The next offering misses, and the count is 2-0. And that one off the outside edge. Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Man at second. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Giovanni Moran will take over here. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Moran.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Ball 2.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Next one misses. And that's ball 3.
外れるな。
2 outs. Strike.
3-2.
Connor Falefa, the lead runner out at second. LeMahieu at first, 2 out of the inning. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
最後は空振り。
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, number 97.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
マリナッチオ。
Now the number 2 hitter, Michael A. Taylor.
見事に空振りでしたね。
And here it comes. And that's a
この
strike.
ピッチャーマリナッチオさんっていうんですね。なかなか面白い名前ですね。マリナッチオって。
That misses the zone. And
マリ
1.
ナさんじゃないですか。メジャー1年目ですけどね。
And
Wow.
it goes just foul.
マリナッチオ。マリオッチ。
The 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now
ロンマリ
the
ナ
count
ッチ
is
オです。
2-2.
27歳ですな。
Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
なんかたまごっちみたいですな。
And the righty deals. Struck him
Ah.
out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jonathan Loaisiga preparing to come on if needed. And the 1-0. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just
サー
pulled
ク
the
ルと
string.
スライダーか。
So now 1-2.
1-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Close,
No,
but
that's a
called a
ball.
ball. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Carlos Correa will hit next. He's already homered in this game. First offering, and it just misses. He was late there, strike 1.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's not too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
That one misses, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's outside. The pitch. Down front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. And that's ball 4.
見ました。
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Farmer in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the play, and it's out number 3.
特大画面ですな、これ。
Ready for the bottom of the eighth. In now is the Yankees DH.
ああ、4番のスタントンさん。
Giancarlo Stanton.
And a pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side.
よいしょ。
And they take care of Stanton for the out. One
ま
away.
さかのファールフライ。
Here's Gleyber
Now
Torres.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Pitch is in there. And that is strike one. Foul ball. The wind of the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Larned under it.
伸びんかった。
Squeezes it. 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes a pitch. And that's a little bit high. In the air, right side. Taylor moving under it.
よいしょ。
Pulls it down and he makes
あ
the
っさり
catch.
と3人でシ
And
ュー
that is that.
ト。意外とすんなりいってますね。
Here's a new pitch
か
from
ぶ
the
りが
pen. Jonathan
漢字で
Loaiza.
書いたらなんか
It's
変
got
な
to be a
感
little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Leading off, Jose Miranda.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
シンカースラー
The pitch. Singing some Jonathan Loaiza nuggets. He hails from Nicaragua. It's not a place that's produced a lot of big leaguers. Marvin Bernard, Dennis Martinez among the few. Now the 0-1.
1-1.
Yeah, and he's quietly become a cog in the Yankees bullpen. Good firm velocity, a guy
ま
that's
さ
very
か
consistent
8
with
点
his
取れると
mechanics,
は思って
repeating
なか
that
ったんで
delivery.
すけどね。
Righty delivers. And a swing and a miss
1-2.
there. And a pitch.
詰まりながらもライト前。
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great
バッ
work
クス
right
ト
there.
ンさん。
And the batter now, Byron Buxton. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Loaiza, a righty that throws with power. 28 years old. And he's a native of Nicaragua. Here comes the 0-1. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
あら。
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker as a hitter. You've
横
got to look
浜
up
じ
in
ゃ
the
ない
zone.
わ。
If you
阪
look down, you're
神
going
ロ
to be
ッ
chasing
テ
stuff in the
5
dirt.
対5ですな。
Sharp
Yes,
grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, Royce.
Royce
同点み
Lewis
たい
now
で
at
す
the
よ。
plate.
あ
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it.
サードか。
So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, number 95. Good opportunity for him first and second with nobody out.
Julian.
To the right
あ
side.
ー、取られた。あっと、アウトしてる。ポロリポロリ。フィルダースチョイス。
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there.
やら
And I'm
か
not
し
saying
ま
that's
した。
definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Here's Trevor Larnach.
下柳
Rounded
さん
out
や
his
った
first
ら
time.
ブチ切れてるか
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing
Yeah.
and a miss. And it's nothing at 2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
あれはね、
0-2 now. And that one just missed off
感
the
情を
outside
表に
edge.
出しますか
Really
ら
good
ね、
take,
下
especially
柳
with
さ
2
ん。
strikes.
In the air, pretty deep out to
これ
center
は上がり
field.
すぎた
Bader
か。
should have it.
まあ十分
He's
犠
there.
牲フライに
He's
な
got
る。
it. Both runners tagging from second to
Yes.
third. He's in there.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sack fly with the bases loaded and nobody out,
あ
but
あ、
you'll
ま
take
た
it.
1点追
Now it's
加
up to。the guys coming up behind him to pick up the rest of those runners
さ
on
あ、
base.
今日大当たりの
Back to the leadoff
ポラン
spot
コ
in the
さん。
Twins lineup. And next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
This one
あ
in
れ
the
も
dirt,
ね、内野のボテボテの
but no advance for the
打
runners.
ち取ったゴロでもポロッとエラーしてもて、何やってんねんみたいな感じで。
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball first.
And now
お
it's
ー、
filled up.
高い。
3 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air out
いや
to
ー
center.
と、またも
Bader
や
should
犠
have
牲
it.
フライか。
He makes the grab.
おっと
Runner
いった
tags for home. The throw is off
10
line
点
and
目
he's in
が
to
入る。
score. It's 10-1.
The right fielder,
2者連続犠牲フライ。
Man at first. So up next for Minnesota, Michael A. Taylor. A strikeout and a walk. Next pitch is popped up. LeMahieu puts the squeeze on that one.
まあ
And
まあ
that's
で
the
もま
third
た
out.
2点
They
追
put
加で
two on the board on 2
10
hits.
点目
One
が入
error
りまし
and
た。
one left on. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in
お
inning
ー、
number
なんか
9.
えらい
It's
メ
the
ンバー
Twins
紹介
10
ですか、
and
これ。
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
remaining in the
次
game
のバッターの
defensively,
紹
number
介みたいな。
95. He'll play third after coming into the game as a
now
pinch
playing
hitter.
third base,
And stepping in for the Yankees, Josh Donaldson.
Juliet.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in
なん
this
か初め
series.
て見
Still
る
doesn't have a knock. I know
演出で
we
し
want
た
to
ね。
get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Buxton makes
あっ
the
さ
catch,
り
and
打ち上
there's
げ
one
てくれ
gone.
た。
The batter, the center fielder,
And now the
Harrison
center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Bader.
ベ
Singing,
イ
you
ダー
gotta
さんも
appreciate a guy
ノ
who's
ー
this
ヒッ
good
トですな。
defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
That's the ball.
First offering, misses the mark.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of
さ
natural.
す
There
が
is
に
some
ね、
work
点
that you
差が
can
離
do
れとるから
to
も
improve
う
your game, but
相
ultimately
対してる
you either
人
have
多い
it
ん
or
ちゃ
you
います
don't.
か。
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jose Trevino. There's the strike. Bader stands at first with 1 out. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. The double play ends it right here.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
10-1, the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
がっつり白米とお肉を食べてブーンはブーンと早く来たスピードを出しすぎ注意でお願いします。9安打してるけど結局1点しか入ってないですからね。いやー、まさかこんな大差になると。あちゃー、スピード違反要注意で。さあ、これでヤンキース相手に勝ち越しましたね。4回戦って3勝1敗で乗り越えましたね。貯金が12で、ヤンキースが借金4ですね。で、1回休んでから、レッドソックス3連戦ですな。レッドもでもこれ借金6あるんですけどね。いやー、まだ2回しか負けてないですからね。強いですな。最下位が阪神借金5ですけど。もうだいぶ間が5ゲーム差になってきてる。ブルージェイズか。大谷さんとこも偉い。調子がいいですな。レンジャーズ、マリナーズ。アスレが借金8ありますけど。肉ないので野菜焼きと白米。で、ナショナルとメッツが並んでますね。強いナショナル。ダイヤモンドバックス強いですね。ドジャースが3位か。巨人が4位で。まあまあ今のとこ順調で。玉ねぎや人参はじっくり焼いて、タレをつければ食は済む。まあ確かにうまいですね。いやー、ええ感じで、貯金が増えてますな。 よっしゃ、さあ、終わりましょうか。もやし、玉ねぎ、人参、野菜炒め。それはそれで健康的でいいですな。はーい、お疲れ様でした。さあ、また来週。